What are the most essential settings in Valorant? In this video, we're gonna be going over the 5 most important settings that you need to change in Valorant. But before the video starts, only around 1% of my viewers are actually subscribed. So if you enjoy this type of content, consider subscribing. I recently hit 200 subscribers, so it'd be amazing if we could hit 500 before December. Anyways, enjoy the video. The first setting that you need to check is your map settings. When you look at your minimap, you want to be able to see the entire map and not just where you are. Here are the settings and what they mean. Rotate or fix are just how the map looks. If you have the rotate setting on, that means your map will be rotating when you turn. However, with the fix setting on, your map will stay in place when you turn around. I personally like my minimap rotating, however, it's all personal preference. Rotating helps me know which side I'm facing more easier, so in my opinion, I would go with rotating if you don't know what to choose. You want to have keep player centered off. With this setting off, you can see the entire map. However, it is harder to see the entire map with the player-centered setting on. Now, the minimap size is the most important. You want to be able to see the entire map, but you also don't want the minimap covering a large portion of your screen. These settings are great for the minimap. They are good sides which don't cover your entire screen and also show the entire map inside. You definitely want vision codes on. This setting shows you where you or your teammates are looking. This is extremely helpful because you can see which angles your teammates are holding and play off them. Sometimes these cones don't work well, so you shouldn't rely on them too much. Prioritize strongest auto-equip is a really simple but important setting. When you're playing any agent and you use a piece of util and you're holding out your knife before, you could easily be punished for it. However, with this setting on, your strongest weapon is immediately equipped. Here's an example with the setting off and with the setting on. With this simple setting on, it'll save a lot of mistakes in the future. The enemy highlight color setting is the color of the outline of your enemy. The default setting is red, but we all know that red sucks. I mean, just look at this guy. Man's out here holding an angle looking like a UFO sighting. In my personal opinion, yellow is the best color to put this highlight to. This is because yellow is the most bright color and noticeable, and apparently is the most visible. However, with a lot of yellow walls on maps, purple is also a good choice. One problem is when chamber TPs, his body turns yellow. So if you aren't careful, you might think your teammate is your opponent and shoot him. This happened to me today, and I accidentally raise ulted my chamber.
Last player standing.
In my eyes, there is no difference between the 2 yellow highlights. However, there might be one for you. Just choose the one that is better for you since all our eyes see differently. Just don't use red, it sucks. The first person handedness setting is which hand your gun model is held in. If you want to find the best hand setting for you, try this out. Look around where you are and find an object that's decently small. Put your hands into a triangle in front of your eye and put that object inside that triangle. Close one eye. Let's say you close your left eye and the object is still inside the triangle. However, when you close your right eye, the object is no longer fully in the triangle. This means you're right eye dominant. If you are right eye dominant, I suggest you use a left hand setting and vice versa. However, this is all personal preference. Now, graphic settings are mostly subjective. However, audio settings aren't. When looking at the audio settings, you can see the speaker configuration setting. You want this as stereo as it provides directional sound. You can hear which direction your opponents are coming from and easily capitalize on that. Under that, you want HRTF enabled. With the setting on, you can hear around you better and it's just better overall to have that setting on. For graphic settings, you want multi-threaded rendering on. This will boost your overall performance in Valorant. The rest of the settings are all subjective as they mostly are PC bound. However, I like to have experimental sharpening on as it helps me get a more clear view of the enemies. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe so I can hit 1,000 subs. Bye!
More life of my take shit, and I'm getting tired of all the same shit. I wanna see my family, wanna see my friends have been slept on like my name says, and I'm